What's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. My name is David Nairo and I am sleep. Yes, it's true. Sleep itself. Quite sleepy today, so let's play some Deus Ex Human Revolution and see how much of it we actually play. Deus Ex. Not today. Okay.
Jensen, Sarah had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees.
Sir, why are you out on the streets? You only incite these people to more violence.
This is not a good time to talk to anyone from DPD, sir.
Hello.
Unless this is an emergency, I suggest you keep moving.
Oh boy. Definitely not my best day to stay awake.
Will you be purchasing anything today?
I don't know. Selling any ass? I mean, that's not what I wanted to ask.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Or is it? Damn, 6 points. Uh, Run and walk silently. He's doing the sex. I agree. Good shit, Davey. Fuck, man. So tired. How are you doing, Throw? Look like you're about to die. I always do. Take a night off. I'll take tomorrow off. I think I actually need tomorrow off. That's why I didn't take today. What is it? Exhausted today, takes tomorrow off. Man playing 4D chess again. No. Well, it may not happen, but tomorrow I'm helping a friend actually move in. That's not what you think. It's more of a abusive family and someone that needs help to get out. And since I'm in a position to help, I have a big house, and now they're moving in with me at least for a month or two until they're back on, until they can get like a head start. Yeah. Most of my friends are girls. I told you it. Dudes sometimes have a hard time respecting the girls I shoot with, and I end up not creating such a close bond because of that. Yeah. It's going to be hard for me for sure, but because I've been no jokes, not going to judge or assume. Understand why you're doing it. It's very nice of you, good man. Just do me one favor, make sure you don't end up getting used, man. Don't deserve that. Yeah, don't worry. But well, I'm sure if it happens, you'll end up meeting her. But she's very young, so it's very hard for her to like if she wanted to leave and she was going into an institution. If she left just like this, which is, it's just no, you can't do that. I mean, I can't let that happen to someone. If I can help it, if it's someone I like and trust. Hopefully I don't end up regretting it, but at least I think I'm doing the right thing. I hope if it does end up happening, and she shows up, you're all nice to her and all that. I don't know. I guess time will tell if the choice is right, but just want to do it when I can, I guess. Nice to her, status quo to you. Yeah, sure. Just be nice to her. That's nice, better just playing us all now and nip it in the bud. You know what I mean. Just don't make mean jokes.
Unless this is an emergency, I suggest you keep moving.
Stay out of the way, and don't do anything stupid.
But yeah, she's asked the police to help her move out, so I think it's all happening tomorrow. Holy shit, nice. Is this what you did for your grandparents today? 4 hours? Nice, nice, nice. Could I give an example of what? How's it going, Arrogance?
Go home, sir. You can't help here.
But yeah, I'm extremely tired today. I didn't sleep much. Talking about mean jokes. Just for reference, Arrogance, watch the movie Mean Girls and don't do any of it. Begrudgingly goes and gets a salad.
The streets are under control. There's still some cleanup to do at Seraph Plaza.
First of all, great movie. It's entertaining. Is David calling us the popular girls? I am. By the way, I watched Fiddler on the Roof yesterday.
You can't get in unless you have a pass.
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
And Taggart?
He's on stage now. His protection is deep. Only those with VIP passes can get by the guards.
We'll just stay here. Make sure.
I liked Fiddler on the Roof. Cool Hand Luke. I don't know what that is. I need good horror movies to watch. Like, actually good. I feel like horror is the best example of a genre that I love in video games and that I'm extremely bored with in movies. We spend the whole stream talking about the narrative masterpiece Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Never heard of it. At least not as a narrative masterpiece.
Sometimes this escalator has broken down to speak.
You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking? You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking?
Oh, how?
You think they would actually work and...
Feel the same, but it bleeds into games too. See?
Jensen,
Tell me about it.
don't know how welcome someone like you will be in here. Watch your step.
It's completely opposite for me, because I love horror games, and like, they really get me going. It, especially when they have a good ambience, I'm completely in. It's really odd because you play most games like they were movies. Thank you, I'll be here all night. It's the immersion. By the way, I'm almost done with Crysis Remastered. I have no idea why people gave it a hard time. In terms of, because you said it had a lot of bugs and shit.
Bill? Hey, are you able to get in to hear Taggart's speech?
Bill is really changing the world for the better.
Crysis Remastered.
Taggart. Bill is really changing the world for the better.
Hey, it's relatively calm in here. Don't do anything to rile these people up.
They're divine engines. See, I have no problem with amputees.
I was so surprised with that game today. Only one prison movie, Harry Dean Stanton is in it, amongst other big name actors. Okay. Should I actually watch this? Is this a movie that is essential to watch?
We really want to have a world filled with addicts being forced to pay exorbitant amounts of money to a bunch of corporate neuropathy pushers. I just don't get why certain people have this loony idea that augmentations will make the world better.
Well, as you can see by what's going on out there,
Cool Hand
work to do to
Luke, says Darth Vader when he meets him in Return of the Jedi. 8.1 out of 10. Okay, I'll take a look. Cool Hand Luke is a classic. Okay. Hey, they patched it. How's it going, Shonen? Didn't keep up with news on it past the release week. All I know, so it was a complete mess at that time. I was actually really surprised because they remastered the PC game and included the level that they had excluded for the console release, and I just expected the console release. I was super surprised when I got to play a new level, an entirely new level. Oh, yeah, look. Right. You played this today? Yeah, with my dad. Almost done with it. Actually, I'm at the final boss. I just didn't beat it because it was being a little shit. Or a big shit. And still smell like spices after 10 washes. Oof.
The convention center has been quiet all night. I expect it to stay that way, understand?
Jensen, don't know how welcome someone like you will be in here. Watch your step.
I just can't. Are you for or against human enhancement?
I just can't. You're not actually going to hear that guy's speech, are you? I just can't subscribe to Taggart's
not augmented. People with an axe to grind. And do you know who saved me? An augmented
Beer.
man, a stranger. You tell me where the real danger comes from.
I'm surprised to see an augmenter here after all that's happened.
The humanity.
There's a goddamn riot going on and you want to chat me up?
A fit for hate mongering and William Taggart's irrational need to keep us in the Dark Ages. I'm not here to tell you that augmentations will make the world a better place. I'm here.
I tried to get close and talk to Mr. Taggart.
I'm just wondering
The security
when you
guys are pretty
come
intimidating.
out of his shell and take a position. It seems like the full resolution.
What about to murder this woman advocating for his augmented ass? No, she's on my side. We don't discriminate, we just murder. We do. Would you be super scared of moving in with me, though? Spinach ricotta and parmesan cheese, pizza of legends.
Don't go looking for
Nice.
trouble in here. Security's very tight for Mr. Taggart's visit.
You know, I'll be fat if you moved in with me. Yeah. I'm already fat, sorry. They'll be dead in a couple of days. Probably.
Sorry, but I need to finish this discussion.
You don't have to get... Some people just need to calm down. You don't have to get uppity just because I don't agree with you in this.
Looks like Detroit is burning once again.
I don't know how it happened. 1 second it was a peaceful demonstration.
The odd couple, yeah.
I wish I could. He's my idol.
By the way, guys, the other day, I think it was Echo. You were actually talking about suggesting movies. If it's like actually something, let's say this. Bridge over River Kwai. Recommend. That no, just for me to watch. If it's that weird interior rape movie that Throw recommended me, I'll pass. Alright? Other than that, I still would love to see Deliverance, yes. I still would love to see movies that I missed. No, I'm just using Bridge over River Kwai as an example.
Have you seen the size of those? You expect a contortionist or maybe
I've watched it.
Don't get smart.
Interior. Yes. If it's Deliverance quality, I'll pass. Okay? Hard pass.
Got a pass?
See? Even he said it. Gotta pass.
Okay, you're good. Just don't stand around, please.
The press conference is still going on.
You got a lot of nerve showing your hands or face here.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. but I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Sheriff's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Seraph scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart.
You made me watch an entire season of Cowboy Bebop. You owe me like 3 more Deliverance movies. Man, that movie was so bad. Didn't like Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, man, and I thought Cowboy Bebop was a nice way to show through anime. Since he had only watched Danganronpa, too much filler, maybe. If he agreed with me, I'd have him watch Death Note now, I guess. Have you seen The Great Escape with Steve McQueen? I have, yes. Love it, actually.
Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years. But that's not why I'm here. Seraph signed...
Sorry. Death Note doesn't really have filler until... yeah, exactly. I told Thrall, look, I will ask you to watch Death Note until episode 25. That's it. And then you can stop. I recommend CW Arrow. There's only like 8 seasons. It's all must watch once in a generation TV. Hey, I'll do the last season of Arrow and you do Death Note. What do you say? One of us will have a good time and I will be miserable. Didn't they make it to 9? Does that fairy still throw 3 more Deliverance movies? I do not. I held my bargain. He said he would watch an anime. He didn't specify a movie. He's lucky I didn't pick Dragon Ball Z. Which is 297 episodes. He just said an anime.
Are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that
you
this
can't
recording
handle
of
the
yours
truth.
proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You're right, it's not enough to get a conviction. But it's enough for a search warrant. That's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way?
I'm not. I'm trying to protect... Look, Mr. Jensen. If you play that recording for the police, at best, they'll dismiss it. At worst, they'll tell you to seek counseling. So, why are you really here? We all know you suffered a terrible tragedy in the attack on Seraph Industries. Why can't you put it behind you?
I can worry about myself later. What's really important now is the 5 innocent people whose lives were stolen from them during that attack. Sandoval knows where they are. Now where is he?
I want to help you, but I do have to draw a line. If you could see your situation clearly, you would realize you're being driven by your losses. Your actions are motivated by an attempt to regain a sense of control at my expense. You're turning me into your enemy when I'm not.
I don't have to make you my enemy, Taggart. Your actions speak for themselves. You started the anti-augmentation movement, and now anti-augmentation terrorist groups are making headlines every day. You always say Humanity Front isn't violent. But look outside. We're seeing proof that it is.
The violence is a terrible thing. I do not advocate it, but nor can I deny it exists. From the very day I founded Humanity Front, I made it clear that the group would be devoted to non-violent resistance. To deviate from this would mean dishonoring the memory of the very woman whose murder caused me to found the organization. Mr. Jensen, how can you possibly accuse me of doing otherwise?
If you really wanted to bait him, One Piece would have been the trick. Well, that's not over yet, so that he wouldn't be able to fulfill the agreement. I had to watch anime and he had to play 2018 God of War, only game of the year. Now, the deal was I would get through all the God of War games before the end of the year. And start the latest one. Naruto is the story of a young man trying to come to terms with the frog clan he's a part of. He's a frog sage, but he's not a frog clan. He's not frog clan at all. You mean all the God of War games you are already in the process of playing? Think about my errors. I'm splitting hairs. He's not a frog clan. He can't be part of a frog clan. He's not a frog. He's a ninja. He's not a frog. Frogs don't even come into play before episode. I don't even know. So Throw is right. Throw knows everything about anime. You know it. Naruto's teacher is a frog sage, so he trains with frogs. I'm just gonna stop watching anime and have Throw explain it in a sentence. You know that thing they used to do with Nick Scarpino when where they showed him characters and he would just tell you their names and backstories? We should do that with Throw. Nicknames. We should do that with Throw. Throw names. Like a thumbnail of an anime show, and Throw would tell you what it's about. And that's it. No Pokemon names, just we show Throw anime thumbnails and he tries to tell you what it's about. We need to do this. We should do this one day. Throw has to name and explain obscure characters in cartoons and anime. Throw always. That's a great name for a show. Yes. I support this. Let's make this happen, Throw. We should make this happen. Just become famous? No, Throw is famous. We just enable him.
I know about your wife's murder, Mr. Taggart, and how it led you to start Humanity Front. I've lost someone close to me too, but I have a chance to get her back. If Sandoval is involved in Megan's abduction in any way, he dishonored your wife's memory. For her sake, and for the sake of my people, I need to know where he is.
All right, Mr. Jensen. You're right. For Marjorie's sake, I can't risk tainting the integrity of what I built in her name. I'll help you find Isaiah, and I pray that you are wrong about him. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you'll all
right, I'll put together a list.
I'll return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
We'll let everyone know when this happens on Discord. And I'll put together a list. It's gonna be fun.
I don't know how it started, but I'll bet William Taggart's speech sparked it.
Oh.
I can tell by the way you look. You and I are not gonna be friends.
I'd be careful if I were you. I've heard the protesters are totally out of control.
Get away from me!
Alright.
Look around! This ain't the time!
This is horrible. They're gonna blame Mr. Taggart for this riot.
It is his fault.
I sure hope Bill Taggart is able to convince the UN about getting involved.
Wow, you've got some nerve showing up here.
I don't know how the riot started, but I'm not going out there until the streets are cleared up.
I'm surprised to see an augmenter here after all that's happened.
He wants me doing nicknames. He wants me to do a Bloodborne playthrough. Next we're going to be doing a show called Throw Was Right, Kinda Funny 2.0. Did they do a Bloodborne playthrough?
If we don't listen to Bill Taggart, the corporations are going to completely take over.
Man, the riot police are closing in. Gonna lock the whole place down.
It's totally hilarious. If we had a group, it would be called Sorta Psycho.
Just give me an excuse. I'll keep those hands as trophies.
Utterly weeb, yeah. Throw makes a joke in the community, right?
We got our eyes on you, Og. Don't try anything funny.
Just stay away from Mr. Taggart, and everything will be fine.
Throw makes a joke, and we all pretend we were never friends. Another word so it can be abbreviated. Wow, that would be something. Throw leaves and becomes even more successful than our group. Obviously. Who knew that the actually talented people have success? Nani? How much did you nani so far on Twitch, Throw?
You got a problem, Og?
Thousands of angry rioters took to the streets in
You got a lot of nerve showing your hands or face here.
The nunnying all over town. Nice.
Mr. Taggart warned us there might be Og trouble tonight.
Pretty happy about my emote collection now.
I hope you're not here to disturb Mr. Taggart. That would be a mistake.
Watch it, sir. There are guards everywhere. Any attempt on Mr. Taggart will be met with deadly force.
I saw that.
No, I only punched the wall. I wasn't punching him. Why? Guys!
He's on the run.
He's immortal. Welp. I don't know what's wrong with punching a wall. These people are too sensitive about things. Bunch of weirdos. Let the dude punch a hole in the wall. Indeed. In what way does this hurt you, sir?
Mr. Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, on Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaias not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaias has done so much for so many needy people. People suffering from implant rejection. promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaiah's.
I understand, but please try.
Yes. What's fair is fair.
I've told you all I know, Mr. Jensen. Isaiah has an apartment on Grand River Road.
Didn't I murder who?
I don't know if he's there. I'm beginning to wonder if I ever knew anything about him.
Zeke? I'll be honest with you, I have no clue as to who is who in terms of names. From the villains. I'm assuming he means one of the Foxhound group.
After viewing controversial satellite footage,
One of the Metal Gear Solid Rising, one of Metal Gear Rising bosses.
I'm not here to tell you that augmentations will make the world a better place. I'm here to stand up for my right to choose.
Isn't Zeke actually a character in Deus Ex 1? Oh, he's dead. He dead. But he's dead after I let him go. So actually, it's going to be interesting to see what's the reaction here.
I know everyone's involved with the riots. I'm telling you, I need... Jensen? I almost didn't recognize you. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what are the chances? Do you remember me? I was a rookie when you still rolled in SWAT.
Nikki. Of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you on riot control too?
Yeah, I am. Or I was until... Damn it. Look, something big is going down, and I'm kind of freaking out here. You remember that MCBer, Jacob White? You busted him a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember him. Assault and possession. He's still running rackets.
No, I mean, yeah, shit, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because he's moved on to bigger things.
Nikki, slow down.
Listen, hear me out. I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how much he hates the PD. He's going to hit us while we have our pants down with the riots. You gotta help us out here.
Nikki, I'm kind of busy. If he's got a bomb, just call it in and follow procedure.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been on the horn all night, and my CO already sent a patrol over to Jacob's house. We've got a warrant, so they searched the place, but nothing came up, not even Jacob. Now they're saying my CI is probably full of shit and just fucking with me. Bullshit! Jacob's using the riots as cover, and he's going to hit us, and hit us hard. Adam, I need you to trust me on this. You gotta help me find Jacob.
Procedure.
How did White even manage to get his hands on explosives?
My source says he got the bomb materials from some government stash out in Highland Park. It's all I know so far. But it all fits. He was last seen ranting at a rally about shattering the foundation of the hypocrisy or some bullshit like that. You know, quoting Che Guevara and talking about violent revolution.
Did he have the shirt, too?
What? Anyway, he practically named the date and time of this reckoning. And it's tonight. It has to be.
I have to admit, Nikki, I'm having a hard time believing White could come up with something like this. He can barely tie his own shoelaces without tripping all over himself.
That was then. This is now. After his last stint in Standish, he got bug-eyed crazy. Started talking about how the gang war in Derelict Row was all part of a government plot, and it's time he did something about it.
I remember him saying that augmented kid we took down last year was a cover-up.
Exactly! And he's been railing against Wayne Haas, the PD, and anyone else involved in that ever since. I'm telling you, Adam, he's been getting more and more violent. Now he's got explosives, and we've got a giant bullseye painted on our ass.
So why is it nobody trusts your source?
He used to run with White's old crew, but he's a 3-strike pert facing a dime on some damn parole violation. He's trying to cop a deal, so nobody trusts him. Thing is, I know he's reliable. He hasn't bullshitted me yet, and I don't think he's doing it now.
What is it exactly that you need me to do?
You mean you'll help me out? Really?
I didn't say that. Assuming I did agree to help, what would you need me to do exactly?
Oh. Well, based on Jacob's history and his new political agenda, I can almost guarantee he's going after cops. I've warned everyone working street detail and anyone else who'd listen to keep an eye out. But with half the force tied up with the protests and rioting, I can't get the manpower for a proper search. I need you to check a few spots my CI thinks Jacob could be at, and take care of the threat if you can. Even if you find nothing, great. It put my mind at ease, at least.
Utterly weeble Cairo? What does that even mean?
Nikki, look, I don't work for the city anymore, and I don't exactly have a lot of time right now.
Yeah, I understand. Look, the cops have a Deadpool going. I don't like it, but you kill a cop killer and you get a bounty. I usually reserve this to pay off our CIs, but if Jacob really is going after us, then he's as good as dead as far as I'm concerned. You take him out, the bounty is yours. To be honest, though, I'd rather see him rotting behind bars. If you can knock him out and give him to us alive, I'll try to sweeten the deal.
Fine, I'll help. Let's go over what we know, just the facts.
What we know? Just the facts? What we know is he's certified batshit crazy, hates cops, quotes Che Guevara, and got his hands on military-grade explosives. What more do you need to know? Oh, Christ, man. I've got nobody to help me, and I can't even breathe. How am I supposed to find this guy? The bomb could be right under us, right now!
Nikki, you're a mess. Calm the fuck down and think.
You're right. It's just, this is big. I mean, I've never been on the heels of something like this before. People could die. We could die.
Just focus, okay? We know that White hates cops, so his first target is probably gonna be the precinct or somewhere nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, okay. But it could be anywhere. He wouldn't risk going to the precinct. Too many people would recognize him. And that leaves the transit station, the sewers, and the alleys around the precinct. Look, I need to stay here and report any leads to my CO. Can you check those locations for Jacob? Or his bomb?
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get backup to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break. Oh, and Jensen, please don't turn him into a martyr. I'd prefer him breathing.
Just claimed esports back too. What? What if it was other weebs unite? Is it some AAA game industry nonsense, or Arrow just activated a sleeper agent? Probably the Melty bot. So what you're saying is you're not satisfied with the drop from my channel? 100%. And more about the drops we get here. We got drops in quality. It's true. A drop in quality would imply there was quality to begin with. There is. Sometimes I have a starting screen with good music, and then I show my face and start talking. You haven't played Outer Worlds music on stream in ages? What are you talking about? True. I played Castlevania music though. Today I started with Cowboy Bebop music. Oh boy. Oh, that's a little go around. Do I need to take him somewhere? Oh, I should disable the bomb. What is this? Hey. Excuse me, Mr. Turret. Oh, you're on a timeout. And now you. Oh boy. No. Beware, Melty, a true attorney is dropping into the war zone. What? The most fun way to dispose of turrets. Probably the most unintended way. Both playing Ace Attorney Battle Royale? Ah, of course. Where you say that's crazy? Looks over at Square in Final Fantasy? No, I don't. I'm not saying anything's crazy anymore. In the video game world. I see a lot of people are boycotting Activision Blizzard now. Didn't actually expect that. I wonder if that's gonna stick. Stuck for me. But you did it for, you did it before, right? Not boycotting anything? While gathering their brownie points, and second Diablo Remastered comes out, then I'll be pumping money into them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll see if they actually go through with that or not. Because it's easy to say you're boycotting a company when they're not doing anything you're interested in. Or when there's nothing to cover. Yeah. When did you boycott them, Shonen? For the China thing? When they censored the oh, what was the game? Hong Kong, yeah. Blitzchung, Hearthstone, exactly, thank you. I saw a lot of people cancel their subscriptions and then return just the next month.
I wouldn't loiter around here.
Welcome to the chat room. Thank you, Twitch. Appreciate it. And all the way since then. See, Shonen has the 1% that actually does it. Most of the people that tweet about Hong Kong don't even remember it exists. It's true, it's true. It's the brownie points, like you said. They just want to be like, yeah, I'm against the system. Blizzard accounted thousands of hours after StarCraft 2 on there. No, dumpster fire, so I guess it was only a little early. What happened to it?
I really appreciate you helping us out, Adam, but we're running out of time. We gotta find White before he blows something up.
We're in the clear. I left White unconscious in the sewers under the precinct.
Thank God. The chief finally took me seriously and is sending some men to help out. We'll take it from here.
Great. Anything else?
Yeah, like we talked about. Here's your cut of the Deadpool bounty. I threw in a little something extra for bringing him in alive. It's good to know you're still one of the good guys, Jensen.
By the way, Nikki, White's bomb wasn't even explosive. It was a gas bomb. I managed to disable it, but you might want to get a disposal team down there to do a proper sweep and clean.
Ah, shit! I totally forgot about that. I'll get EOD on it right away. Last thing we need are more casualties. Man, I'm sure glad I bumped into you tonight. You're gonna have to let me buy you a pint down at Maggie's sometime. If I hang around you long enough, maybe some of that famous Jensen swagger will rub off on me.
Yeah, we'll do that sometime. Take care of yourself, Nikki.
Smash the state. Try to avoid Activision for ages just because they aren't good anymore. I don't know if I've ever tried avoiding a company, but yeah, this case is extremely bad. Blizzard has been putting less and less effort and money into the competitive StarCraft 2 scene to the point where it's mostly from third-party sponsors, in particular the CEO of Shopify single-handedly keeping global tournaments alive. Huh. But the game is still good then, no? I've been trying to boycott twitch.tv/TVTinner for years. Are a hypocrite? Well. The game is good, the scene is dying. Okay. Appreciate that silencer, man. This is a little wonky though recently. Yeah, I can't say I know anyone else who plays it, I think the Yammer used to play, if I'm not mistaken.
How may I be? Always a pleasure.
We decided against doing anime shelves, whatever happened with that. We did not. But I think I'm doing the games on the background instead of the figures. What happened is my back happened.
What's your pleasure, friend?
That's why it's not done yet. You're going back to the game collection. Not back to the desk that used to be there, just shelves. Like the one out of sight. So, like this. With like the rest of my games in the shelf. I think I'm gonna do that, yeah. I was going to get to spend every stream staring at Miko. I guess I'm separating the waters, maybe. I've actually been considering making a YouTube channel dedicated to figures. I just don't know if I have enough content for that. Yes, I am the Moses of Twitch. I thought you knew. I don't know what that is. Religious cult leader that had a conflict with government agencies and a bunch of people died. So basically a villain of Far Cry 5. Or Owen Wilson in documentary now. Didn't watch that. As a matter of fact, that's the actual inspiration for that villain. Okay, yeah. I think I knew he was inspired by someone real, I just didn't know who. Did you watch Loki, Shonen?
You sure you closed? The hell was that? Who the hell are you? You gonna die, Slick?
Did you like it?
You hiding? Go ahead, me now. I run, you bastard!
There we go.
Make a move.
The incredibly talented writers of Politaku Spot all thought it was Trump because they're historically illiterate. The history of the world started with Trump for them. For the most part, yeah. Indeed. Kotaku has been putting out some really mean-spirited articles lately. I don't know if they already stopped or not, but they were at least.
Pritchard, looks like Sandoval's got a secret bunker. I'm gonna flush him out.
Let's hope he's still there.
For the most part, Loki was a little different from the other MCU stuff, so I appreciated that aspect. Yeah, I actually really liked it.
Why do we always get assigned to the shittiest spots?
Yeah, why would anyone come down here?
I think they're afraid someone's gonna try to sneak a bomb into the Doc's locker.
I'd be more worried about what's in the Doc's head than...
Nailed it. Someone mentioned a couple of their tweets, and it's like beyond insane. It's the type of shit that friends of shit post in a chat, not the official tweets of a media company. But yeah, exactly. I think it could have had a few more episodes and would have made for a more fun experience. Yeah, there was only one episode that turned out to be what you wanted or expected or whatever from the show, right? No, season 2 is one of the biggest factor with how Loki will ultimately be judged by. I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna do a season 2 before Ant-Man. Oh. One of the things that bothered me most about Loki the show was the lack of agency, I think, from the main character. I feel like with a little bit of fine-tuning, he wouldn't have been necessary in that story. Like, he's not that active of a participant. What kind of agency would Loki have had? What Sylvie had? Sylvie was the agent, right? The actor. Bits and mobs? I don't know what you mean.
Call the boys! It's too late to run! You're still here, asshole?
Yeah, I see the TVA as the main antagonist. And it's more of a TVA versus Sylvie. and just Loki's a little. To me, it felt like Loki was a little drifting in there. Well, yeah, welcome to the channel. I'm just saying what I got out of it. Doesn't mean I'm right.
Access granted.
What protagonist only appears on screen at the end of episode 2, beginning of episode 2? No, I mean, I'm not saying she's the protagonist. I'm saying that if he wasn't part of the show, the story would suffer very little. Fuck. Am I taking crazy pills? Maybe I am. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I like Loki. And these shoes many times can't win with this quicksand. Am I spiking your water?
And this is why I urge every member of my staff, every man and woman dedicated to the true mission of the Humanity Front, to do the same. Isaias, if you're watching this, I beg you, do not allow misplaced anger to destroy everything we have struggled to achieve.
It's over. He knows I can't come back from that.
Everybody knows, Sandoval. You can't hide from what you've done.
What I've done, Mr. Jensen. I spent years patching people back together from augmentation botch jobs and systemic organ rejection brought on by implants. And now, Because of Bill's betrayal, I'll never practice medicine again.
You really want to help someone? Tell me where Seraph scientists are.
I wish I could, Mr. Jensen. But my involvement ended right after I failed to remove their GPLs.
You failed?
Turns out, my surgical skills weren't good enough to bypass David Seraph's insurance policy. So for all I know, those little implants are broadcasting right now. On a frequency so low your network specialist wouldn't think to look for it.
You changed the frequencies.
You have your answers, Mr. Jensen. And I've lost all of mine. The courts may think I have much to atone for, but my court will be a higher one.
How about I take that gun with me when I go?
You got everything you came for. Please, just leave.
Believe it or not, I'd rather you didn't kill yourself.
That's because you have no idea what tortures I've endured. The guilt, the shame. I was told the scientists would be used to find a peaceful solution to the augmentation crisis. Instead, I was involved in kidnapping and murder. My life ended that night. It's time for me to go.
Think about it. Are you really in such a hurry to face that higher court of yours?
At least there are no lies before God. Did you see that abominable press conference? William Taggart all but accused me of terrorism. He claimed that all the violence committed in the name of our cause was the result of my influence.
So stay alive long enough to tell him your side of the story.
He already knows it isn't true. I trusted that man. For years I gave him loyal service, and he betrayed me. He sacrificed my freedom and good name to save the reputation of his organization. It's no use fighting him. He'll just spin it again. At least if I die, he'll never be able to use me again. Give it up, Mr. Jensen.
So tell your side of the story to the press. Swear at your trial that you're a better person than him. You want a peaceful solution to the augmentation crisis? Every camera in the country is going to be pointed at you. Use it to make a case. Convince people.
Bill Taggart already controls public opinion. You can try to lift my spirit all you want, Mr. Jensen, but the facts don't change. Medicine was not enough for me, and neither was Humanity Front, because I still saw people suffering every day. I knew it was insane to go along with the kidnapping plan. I knew it! But I had to do something. Others may be able to live their lives indifferent to the human misery around them, but I simply cannot.
I hear what you're saying. You care too much. I know what that's like. Too well. Because I've been there. You want to fix everything right away. You want it so much you start trying too hard. Trust me, if you deal with the smaller, easier stuff first, the big things don't look so big.
I've heard that before. It has more meaning somehow, coming from someone like you. Huh. Some doctor. Some Catholic I turned out to be. Planning and participating in a kidnapping that resulted in the deaths of innocent bystanders. I am a mass murderer. My wife, I don't deserve her. Losing her is a just punishment. Except I'm not man enough to face it.
We all have problems, Sandoval. We all have something to atone for. You, me, even Taggart. Your wife will understand that, as will the rest of your family. They'd rather see you live and atone for what you've done than watch you die in shame. Whatever lies ahead, they aren't gonna let you face it alone.
Don't drag my family into this! What part of mass murderer don't you understand?
Shit.
I won't watch them bear that shame. I cannot.
The guy shot himself. Reloading because you said he didn't die by your hand because you're sad. A bit, yeah. Oh, I need to get past these guys again.
Fucking gunshots!
Some weird shit going on here.
No, the Final Fantasy Battle Royale is awful. Even for fans of the franchise, it's awful. No, I just watch people play it. It's only on mobile right now, but I hope they bring it to console so I can ignore it there too. I want that I really want that other Final Fantasy VII remake to come to console.
And this is why I...
Angry rioters took to the streets.
How about I take that gun with me when I go?
You got everything you came for. Please, just leave.
Believe it or not, I'd rather you didn't kill yourself.
That's because you have no idea what tortures I've endured. The guilt, the shame. I was told the scientists would be used to find a peaceful solution to the augmentation crisis. Instead, I was involved in kidnapping and murder. My life ended that night. It's time for me to go.
Think about it. Are you really in such a hurry to face that higher court of yours?
At least there are no lies before God. Did you see that abominable press conference?
Yeah.
William Taggart all but accused me of
Mana
terrorism.
remasters and Saga remasters, people just want those.
Was the result of my influence.
So stay alive long enough to tell him your side of the story.
He already knows it isn't true. I trusted that man. For years I gave him loyal service, and he betrayed me. He sacrificed my freedom and good name to save the reputation of his organization. It's no use fighting him. He'll just spin it again. At least if I die, he'll never be able to use me again.
I really think that's just an excuse for them to not do a simultaneous release.
Look, I understand your situation better than you think. I quit the force because I couldn't stand what the people in charge were doing to it. But they went to the press and told them I'd been the problem the whole time. Power always sacrifices its subordinates to save itself. But you have my word. You can get through this.
I appreciate your faith in me, Mr. Jensen. And remembering that others have gone through similar events can be helpful. But is it enough? Early on, I decided my life's purpose was to help people. But I failed as a doctor. Because by the time I see augmentation patients, it's too late. So I went to Humanity Front. And that wasn't improving anyone either. I was an idiot to think this would turn out differently from everything else I've tried.
I hear what you're saying. You care too much. I know what that's like. Too well. Because I've been there. You want to fix everything right away. You want it so much you start trying too hard. Trust me, if you deal with the smaller, easier stuff first, the big things don't look so big.
I care too much? I try too hard? Your empathy would be touching if it wasn't so condescending. I just told you everything I touch ends in failure. Don't tell me you know what that's like. At first, after the kidnapping, I was numb. And then the pain came, and it's been with me ever since. I look in the mirror and I see a mass murderer. The guilt and the shame have made me impossible to be with. My wife wants to divorce me, start her life over. I've lost her. I've lost everything.
You think you're a failure, but you're not. You're just a man who doesn't understand his own potential yet. You can still channel your regrets into something positive. Be an example. Teach people why violence isn't the answer. You've suffered way too much to let all that experience go to waste.
You think you know more about my suffering than I do? You want me to teach others?
Oh.
Tomorrow morning, the news is going to report that Isaiah Sandoval, murderer, killed himself because of what he did. That will be my lesson to the world.
Why look away?
Mumbai and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place.
We kill people all the time. We can't see him kill
The GPLs
himself.
are still transmitting. Sandoval switched them to a lower frequency.
But they could be broadcasting anywhere in the world. I don't have the type of equipment we'll need to find them.
It's our only lead, Pritchard. You have to do something.
I know. Listen, the riot's still blocking the street. Head back to your apartment and Malik will fly you over. Maybe by the time you get here, I'll have figured out something.
Have not and never will condone these experiments. This company prides itself on maintaining a safe environment and an ethic.
God damn it, making me reload. Again. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take a break too. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's try this again.
And this is
I want the world to know.
How about I take that gun with me when I go?
You got everything you came for. Please, just leave.
Believe it or not, I'd rather you didn't kill yourself.
That's because you have no idea what tortures I've endured. The guilt, the shame. I was told the scientists would be used to find a peaceful solution to the augmentation crisis. Instead, I was involved in kidnapping and murder. My life ended that night. It's time for me to go.
Think about it. Are you really in such a hurry to face that higher court of yours?
At least there are no lies before God. Did you see that abominable press conference? William Taggart all but accused me of terrorism. He claimed that all the violence committed in the name of our cause was the result of my influence.
So stay alive long enough to tell him your side of the story.
He already knows it isn't true. I trusted that man. For years I gave him loyal service, and he betrayed me. He sacrificed my freedom and good name to save the reputation of his organization. It's no use fighting him. He'll just spin it again. At least if I die, he'll never be able to use me again.
Look, I understand your situation better than you think. I quit the force because I couldn't stand what the people in charge were doing to it. But they went to the press and told them I'd been the problem the whole time. Power always sacrifices its subordinates to save itself, but you have my word. You can get through this.
I appreciate your faith in me, Mr. Jensen. And remembering that others have gone through similar events can be helpful. But is it enough? Early on, I decided my life's purpose was to help people. But I failed as a doctor. Because by the time I see augmentation patients, it's too late. So I went to Humanity Front. And that wasn't improving anyone either. I was an idiot to think this would turn out differently from everything else I've tried.
His future of TV's behind him. How's it going, Cyan?
You've got to be kidding me. You can do anything you put your mind to. You've earned yourself a doctorate. You became second in command to one of the most powerful men in the country. And you still kept trying harder. You've got more spirit than most people who think they're successful.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. I never thought of it that way. Ever since the kidnapping, I've been haunted, knowing I'm partly responsible for innocent people losing their lives. The shame I feel, the guilt. I'm a mass murderer. I can't even look my wife in the eyes knowing that. I have destroyed everything.
You keep throwing out excuses for why killing yourself is the right thing to do, but the truth is you're lazy and scared and you want the easy way out. At least be honest with yourself. All the reasons you've given so far are nothing but bullshit. You and I both know suicide is a coward's act.
Yes, you smug bastard. I admit it. I'm a coward. I want an end to the torments I've been living with these last few months. And if you think you could do any better, think again. Here, take the gun. I may still be a coward tomorrow, but I'll be damned if I'm going to prove it in front of you today.
That works. Preparing for the storms that are coming, very windy. Oh.
Pritchard, get this.
When is
The
this
GPLs
happening?
are still transmitting. Sandoval switched them to a lower frequency.
But they could be broadcasting anywhere in the world. I don't have the type of equipment we'll need to find them.
It's our only lead, Pritchard. You have to do something.
I know. Listen, the riot's still blocking the street entrance. Head back to your apartment and Malik will fly you over. Maybe by the time you get here, I'll have figured out something.
rioters took to the streets in several cities this evening after viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus. Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai...
You don't need to babysit me, Mr. Jensen. I have no intention of killing myself anymore. Nor will I resist arrest when the police arrive. I assume your people have already contacted them?
If they haven't yet, they will be soon.
Then go. Use the information I gave you to track down your scientists. With any luck, they will still be alive.
The men who kidnapped them, the soldiers?
I don't know who they were. Only last names. Barrett and Namir. I sensed they were highly trained professionals.
Working for who?
I didn't ask. My brother, Ezekiel, put them in touch with me.
Your brother? Not Taggart?
Bill wouldn't be so stupid as to get his own hands dirty. I see that now. He's like Teflon. Nothing ever sticks.
Firsthand. They will find nothing but order, progress, and moral responsibility.
Looks as if the ball is now firmly in the United Nations Court. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Thousands of angry rioters took to the streets in several cities this evening after viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus. Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi. Isolé and Seraph Industries. The footage sparking the riots appears to show scientists performing crude, torture-like experiments on teams of augmented suits.
Punching the shit out of all the walls. That is the Adam Jensen way.
Access granted.
Be careful! You're gonna hurt someone!
It's fine, lady. Can I find an exit to this? Okay. Not an exit, but maybe something interesting. Praxis kit. Yeah. Nice. Where the fuck? Okay. Oh man. I think I'm missing a side quest I never triggered for some reason.
Sorry, but I need to finish this discussion.
Any idea what's going on out there?
Apparently it's settling down a little. Police have cleared the streets.
I heard they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm happy we don't have to go out there.
Amen to that. All right, I'm gonna go back and make sure no one's sneaking around the halls.
Why would anyone be sneaking? I guess I don't get the side quest. Must have missed some trigger. That sucks.
can't get in unless you have a pass.
How may I... Always a pleasure.
Alright, I want to sell 21 pistol ammo and 46 combat rifle ammo.
How... Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
Alright, and now... No. No.
How may I be of service? Always a pleasure.
11 sniper rifle ammo and 39 shot.
How may... See you soon.
That's the best I can do. People are really attentive to what those man was saying. He's dead and they're still listening.
Welcome to the Detroit Automated
Alright. I'm nodding off, which means I'm going to the next area, and that's probably it.
After viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered.
Why doesn't just one elevator take me to both places? Why is there only one option on the elevator? Activate what?
Nice detective work, Jensen. You ready to return to HQ?
Yeah. Let's hope Pritchard's found that frequency.
You said it.
Oh, we're going to Seraph? That makes sense. Didn't expect to have to fly there. It's just that.
Hey, I got a message for you, Jensen. From Pritchard. He says he's not in the office.
Great. So what exactly am I supposed to do?
I don't know. He said you should check in with the boss.
Objection? To what? What are we objecting to?
Even if it was true that we were breeding a bunch of augmented soldiers and training them, what do they think about it?
There's an endless list. Damn.
Access granted.
Seraph?
David's just stepped out for a moment, Mr. Jensen. But do come in. I've been hoping to meet you.
Mr. Darrow. I'm surprised you even know who I am.
David speaks very highly of you. He says that when it comes to detective work, you are like a dog with a bone. Have you found your scientist yet?
What else did David tell you?
Over the years, plenty. But today I'm here as a friend and fellow scientist. Things are getting quite turbulent out there, wouldn't you agree? So many people drunk on revolution. The United Nations being urged to intervene. And all because of the technology I created.
Things have come a long way since then.
Haven't they? And now my old friend David wants me to lead us to the Promised Land. He's asked me to invite members of the UN to Panchaea, to convince them we don't need industry regulation.
Your geoengineering project in the Arctic Ocean.
The installation couldn't have been built without the assistance of augmented workers. And when it's finished, my little hole in the ocean is going to stop global warming. A lovely photo op, wouldn't you say?
If it works.
You mean, if it doesn't kill us all?
Adam? You're back. Can I speak to you outside? Get to the helipad, son. You're going back to Hengsha Island. Frank tracked down one of the GPLs.
Only one? Is it?
Sevchenko's. But Adam, he had to call in a favor of the DOD to do it.
Meaning, the conspirators probably know I'm coming.
You're Adam Jensen, right? The security chief here? Your men did a good job securing this building when the riot broke out.
Elevator soft.
Boss said we're heading back to Hengsha?
Pritchard tracks Sevchenko's GPL signal. If he's alive, there's a chance the rest of them are too.
That's a pretty big leap, Jensen.
We've been making big leaps for a while now.
Whatever you say. You ready to get going?
Yeah, it's not like I can do anything else.
No time like the present. Let's get going.
Then hop in. Bad news, Spy Boy.
Spy Boy?
Hengsha Traffic Control just revoked our clearance. We're being rerouted to another part of the city.
I don't like that. I suppose you can't just ignore them.
Yeah, right. Chinese government. They've got to comply. Bravo Echo Echo 008, proceeding to designated coordinates. What the hell? We've got a sandlock on our tail. Jensen, all systems are down. Hang on, we're going in hard. Stop, Jensen!
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Savchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen.
I don't care about going unnoticed. I care about killing everyone. I mean, helping people. Thrown into Melty in the courtroom war zone, his skills are unfathomable. He was filing dozens of legal injunctions per minute. Yeah, that's the power of being an AI.
Malik, you hurt?
Just a scratch, spy boy. I think you're on your own now.
Rita.
Give them hell for me.
What? All right, Rambo. I really am not. I'm just looking for you, man.
Jensen, the bird's fixed and I'm taking off. Now get on with the damned mission. Thanks, spy boy.
Nice. That's a trophy I'm not gonna do on hard mode. Hmm. All right. I think we're good. It's an elevator. Where is this going? Hmm. Up. Damn, that is slow. Alright, anyway. Going to save here and stop.
Jensen, I've been monitoring calm activity around Hengsha. Bell Tower's looking for you. Hard.
I know. They ambushed us, Pritchard. Forced us to make an emergency landing. Malik barely got away in time.
But they're supposed to be...
The good guys?
Just give them a wide berth, Jensen. If they recognize you, they'll shoot.
Alright. Loading in all that thick, juicy Deus. Yeah. What am I upgrading? Throw using the big boy emotes as he should. As he should. Do you not have access to any of them? Tier 1000. That's one, right? You have Monokuma, I guess? I never remember. Stupid ass gift something, always walks top row, so I never check. Isn't the top row weekly anyway? It is for me. If that's what you're talking about. I just clicked your name. It shows me all your badges. Yeah. I am in need of sleep. Ooh, I'm not even connected to the internet? Why? Don't know. Shit. Well. PS3 struggling, yeah. Talented toddlers nonetheless. Twitch coded by toddlers, yeah. The normal thing. Anyway, Zero character has been timed out 4 times. Yes. Bunch of mod comments too. All by him. A little self-centered. I notice you throw. Who wrote that, and why can't I see who wrote that? This doesn't scroll further down. Why is Twitch bad? Arrow added it? Okay. Cyan was timed out 3 times. Echo has 0 timeouts? What? We need to change that. 3 years ago? Not once. 3 timeouts on you. I joined chat, and that was the last thing said in chat, so naturally I put it as Throw's mod comment. I don't know what he was talking about, but he said it. Alright. Anyway, guys. Like I said, if everything happens as planned, not streaming tomorrow, but I will let you know anyway on Discord. So look to that for information. And yeah, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out and watching. I apologize it's so short today, but yeah, not doing my best. Also taking my car to the car shop tomorrow, so wish me luck, because there goes my PS5 fund, maybe. We'll see. Gotta get an oil change soon as well. Time to find something to watch. Fate Stay Night. What car is the David Mobile? It's a Toyota Auris. It's cool. It's a cool car. 64 Impala. We've nicknamed it the money pit. Toyota. No, it's screeching when I brake, and I asked my mom's boyfriend, and he says it's not the basic brake thing. I don't know how to say it in English. So hopefully the brake pads, maybe. Hopefully it's just the brake pad that is getting stuck and not coming back. Because it also makes noise when I am not braking. It's just when I brake, it's much louder. But it's something. It's something on the wheels, in the back, on the passenger side. Might be chewed up. Yeah, that's the thing. He looked and he says they weren't chewed up, so I don't know what it can be. I wish it was that, because that would be like 30 euros and it'd be good. Need to follow you around with the camera crew 24/7. Yeah. It's just that. Wish me luck. Because if it's like suspension or something like that, it's just gonna cost me a lot. Or like the entire discs of the brakes. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Yeah, gotta get some sleep. I'm taking it to the car shop at 8:30. My mom's going with me so she can bring me back, so I don't have to walk home from kilometers away. We'll see. But hey, yeah, send happy thoughts to my wallet. And yeah, have a good night, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.